What if I told you there is a hidden mental superpower that allows you to achieve more in less time with greater enjoyment than ever before? It's called flow state. Most people only stumble upon flow state by accident. Today, I'm going to demystify the elusive phenomenon that is flow state. And I will show you the exact techniques you can use to enter flow and consistently operate at your absolute peak. We have all experienced flow state at times. Those workouts where you just feel amazing. Those days back in school when you got all your work done before everybody else. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm going to show you how you can achieve that every day and earn your freedom. The state that changes everything. The reason I am showing you this bridge is because flow state is the bridge to success. You have to enter flow. Anybody that ever succeeded in any endeavor has entered some sort of flow. There is a moment in life when everything just clicks. Your focus sharpens, time disappears, and you move like your actions are guided by something deeper. That is the flow state. Once you learn how to tap into it, your life changes in ways most people cannot comprehend. Because in flow, you stop thinking. You turn your brain off and start becoming. You turn your heart on. The overview, I'm going to break down what flow state is, why it's imperative or necessary for success and self-mastery, and the exact method to access it consistently. What is flow state? Flow state is the mental zone where your skills perfectly meet the challenge in front of you. It's when your mind and body merge into a single system of performance. The things you stop doing in flow state include overthinking, forcing discipline, fighting resistance, or watching the clock. What's interesting about this is most people will tell you to force discipline. They will tell you to fight resistance, and they'll tell you to think your way out of things, especially when trying to create or trying to master. Instead, what you need to actually be doing is action, effortless focus, natural momentum, and losing track of time. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this guy's name, but we're going to call him Mihaly. A psychologist called this the optimal experience. It's the sweet spot between boredom and anxiety, where your focus, creativity, and the ability to learn skyrocket. Your teachability goes up, your action goes up, and it makes things effortless. You're not forcing discipline. You're not fighting things. It's natural. It feels right. In action, artists paint for hours without realizing time passed. Athletes perform with precision that seems superhuman. Think Steph Curry. You really think he's thinking about how to put the ball in the hoop exactly the right way every time? Absolutely not. Entrepreneurs work through the night building something bigger than themselves. Flow is not motivation. It is aligning with your true spirit. We now get into why it's imperative. And I use that term very specifically. It is imperative, meaning there is no other way around it. You cannot skip this. You cannot fake this. You need to have genuine flow. We live in an era of constant distraction. Phones, scrolling. Our minds are scattered, consuming, and being passive. You cannot build a life worth living in that state, especially as a man, but as a woman as well. Attention is energy, and flow is the most powerful form of focused energy a human can experience. To truly achieve freedom, financial, physical, or mental, you must reclaim your attention. When you're in flow, you learn 5 times faster. Yes, they've created studies based off this. 5 times is the general consensus. Imagine if you could learn math 5 times faster. You could have got from 1st to 12th grade in, 2 years instead of 10. Think about that. You make decisions intuitively, not emotionally. You perform at peak capacity without forcing it. Flow is the secret behind effortless discipline. You no longer fight resistance, you ride momentum. This is how mastery feels from the internal. You know what it is, you know why it's imperative. Now we get into the good stuff. How to access it every day, day in, day out. It is not luck. It is a process, a formula, trained like a muscle. It is linear. It is able to be achieved by anybody if you put in the work. I created a six-step flow formula. We're going to follow these every single day if you want to get into flow consistently. This is where the work comes in. This is where you need to get good at this. You practice this. You train these 6 steps just like a muscle, exactly like it states. Number 1, always first, is eliminate distractions. Flow requires your full attention. Every notification, background tab, every ounce of noise pulls you out of it. Music pulls you into thought loops. Distractions It could be anything. You need to get out of those thought loops that aren't bringing you anywhere. Silence your world before you enter the work. That means phone off, environment controlled, energy focused. You don't have to have your phone off, but do not disturb is highly recommended. Silence it, put it in another room. That's going to be the best way to get work done. Match skill with challenge. If it's too easy, you're going to get bored. If it's too hard, you're going to get anxious. You need that perfect match. For example, you don't play video games that are, if you lost every time you turned on 2K or Madden or Call of Duty, you wouldn't play the game, right? You need to win sometimes. You need that reward. Your brain needs that. That's the reason we have dopamine. It's not this crazy thing that's evil that you need to detox from. It rewards you and it keeps you going when you achieve things that you need. So unhijack that dopamine system, right? You want to use it for good to achieve flow. Flow happens right in the middle. You push yourself to the edge of your current ability. That's where growth lives, just like the gym. Progressive overload. If you don't know what that means, look it up. Now, come back to the video after. Set a clear goal. Flow thrives on direction. You must know exactly what success looks like in that moment. Edit for 30 minutes, write 500 words, hit a personal record. Boom. That's what flow looks like. Instead of having one big general goal, my tip would be to write 30 goals that you have to get this month. Write 30. Yes, 30. A lot. And make them all achievable. And as you achieve them, you will reward yourself. That is more what flow is, not making $1 million, right? Because like making a YouTube video that ends up getting 10 views, you don't feel like you went anywhere, but you did all that work. It's going to, heighten that anxiety. Number 4, you need to build a ritual of entry. Basically, consistency. Athletes warm up, artists stretch their mind, poets read literature. Your brain needs to associate certain cues with deep focus. Maybe it's a playlist, although I wouldn't recommend music. A time of day, that's the biggest thing you can use. Maybe wake up at 7 a.m. every day, get straight to work. Whatever it is, make it sacred. Do not let it be a negotiation or an option. Once you do this thing, you always get to work. Build that pathway in your mind. The next is going to be to control your physiology. Flow is physical. This is a physical thing, not only mental. Breathing, posture, heart rate all play a role. Slow down, basically. Slow down your breath. Slow down your speech. Slow down your thoughts. And then let go of your ego. The biggest barrier to your flow is self-consciousness. If you try to go work out, but you're stuck looking at yourself in the mirror, your hair doesn't look right, you're not going to get a good workout in. Surrender to the process. Ego is good, but when entering flow, when you're bad at something, when you're trying to get into a flow, let go of it. In order to achieve this, you must attract and use the law of attraction. This is the deeper layer. This is the base of the onion, if you will, so pay attention. Flow is the physical expression of alignment with your higher self. The law of attraction says you attract what you are, not what you want. Simply wanting, simply having the desire will not get you there. It is the actions and the actual flow that gets you there. When you're fully immersed on purpose, your vibration rises. You stop chasing outcomes and start embodying them, meaning your focus goes away from the results and you start to embody the work more and you align yourself better. This is the hardest thing for you to understand if you haven't been here, because that's foreign. That's a very foreign thing. We're all attracted to the money. We're attracted to the cars. You're not attracted to the process until you really, really get into flow. And that's when the success comes. That's why it feels magnetic. Creation in motion. We could get really deep with magnetism, but just know, that's what you want. That's what you need. The universe rewards it well. Falling in love with the work. Most people never reach the flow because they hate the process. They work for the result, not the moment. When you love the work, the flow finds you. You do not have to search for the motivation. The energy pulls you in. And that is the ultimate freedom. When what you must do and what you want become the same thing. Alignment within your heart and your soul and your brain. So here's an extra blueprint. This is a bonus for you guys. I just made this today. And creating a flow-based life. Once you taste flow, you'll want to redesign your entire life around it. Here's how to build an environment that supports it daily. Simplify, block, track, protect. Remove all the clutter, your schedule, your mind. Simplify. Block your time. Just give yourself 3 hours a day, 2 hours a day. Whether it's going to the gym, whether it's making a YouTube video, whether it's making money, getting your real estate license, block your time before the day starts. Track your movements. Feedback. So you know, what made me lose flow today? Oh, I got a call from this person. Take advantage of that feedback and use it. And then protect your energy. Who you spend your time with affects your state more than you realize. If you're with people that go to the gym every day, those are your 5 closest friends, a lot easier to start going to the gym. A flow-based life is not one of laziness. It's one of alignment. You're not forcing effort. You're channeling purpose. The conclusion here is how you're getting this freedom through flow. It's because you don't need to chase it. You need to create it through presence and purpose. Flow is the bridge between who you are and what you're becoming. Your brain, heart, soul aligning in one. Once you master it, discipline becomes natural, work becomes play. The life you've always envisioned becomes your daily reality. Ask yourself, are you ready to lose yourself to finally find yourself? If you are, use that. Pick a goal, write them down, apply this, go back if you have to, write notes, do everything you can. That will be the best way to achieve flow. And then one question I am asking of you, if you liked the video, if you think it was valuable, leave a like, subscribe, comment, any questions. I'm down to help you guys out. DMs are open, comments are open. I'm down to respond. But I hope this training worked for you guys. Use these things, get to work, enter the flow, and you will become somebody you don't even recognize.